Local Relic is the 30th brewery, give or take, to open in Colorado Springs. And so it's really, as we were looking to start, it was important for us to have a method and a system and a process that was different and unique and differentiating. So we brew 200 different beers a year. We locally source a lot of ingredients. For us, it's about going out, finding cool ingredients and translating them into beers that people enjoy. The beer consumers, and especially the people who are coming in and enjoying our beer, we consider our beer to be art. People who are consuming our beer are already art consumers, even if they don't necessarily consider themselves to be. To date, we have just over 110 different local artists who have submitted artwork and have had that artwork featured. We are at, I think, 220 different pieces of art that we have utilized on labels. There's certainly a freedom for Local Relic in being downtown in the Creative Arts District in an environment where we don't have to convince people that what we're doing is art. We just we get the benefit of the doubt.
And as a creative district, we define cultural accomplishments really broadly, and distilling and brewing absolutely fall into that. So do, kayak making and, local food, anything that involves that, use of your hands and your brains to make something of aesthetic value, we think increases that sense of pride in our community as a place where cool things happen. So the big anniversary this year for Art on the Streets was 20 years of putting sculpture out in the public realm throughout downtown Colorado Springs. It was funny because I think I started by saying, hey, would you consider doing a 20th anniversary beer? And you're like, how about 10?
Right, yeah.
So the outcome of this collaboration was a series of 10 beers, each of which has as its label artwork a photograph of one of the works from Art on the Streets.
And so it's a way to connect these sculptures that people may or may not consciously see. Certainly you see unconsciously all the time as you're moving around downtown, but to take people who may not necessarily pay attention to the sculptures individually or to the Art on the Streets program as a collective, it's a way to bring a higher level of consciousness to the general beer consumer and the general public.
Yeah, so that was the great thing, is not only were we able to present these artworks as beers to the folks who have been supporting Art on the Streets all along for these 20 years, we were also able then to present it back to the public as a First Friday activity at the brewery. And we actually had the same photographs from Art on the Streets up on the walls as well. So really enforcing that link between the art in the bottle and the art on the bottle.
We have the walls of this beautiful 120-year-old stone church that is the Carter Pane that we're showing art on. We have a lot of opportunities with that venue, with that space, and with the arts community at large and the general community at large to really advocate for the arts, be a venue for the arts, and work together with a team of fabulous people to help advance the arts for everybody.